Musikmesse 2015 with Richard from Full Scale Audio, who's going to show us the new Dirty Box from Dirty Technologies. So, Richard, Dirty Technologies, tell us about the company.
It's a brand new company, actually. It's a collaboration with Studio Electronics, which were founded in 1985 in LA. They also built the Slate Audio Dragon for Stephen Slate. So it's a collaboration backwards and forwards for many years in terms of we've retailed their Simps to another company. So this is myself, Tim Caswell, and Greg St. Regis from Studio Electronics' design. So effectively, it's a 16:2 summing box, which also handles line level. It's dual mono. So the basic idea is to take a signal in, if you're using a DAW, and make it dirty, to be able to saturate it, to be able to make it sound a bit larger than life, give it so almost like a console sound, like an analog sound. And also, it's got a fantastic DI box on it, which I'll run through. So the basic premise is you can switch either line or sum. As I say, there's two D subs on the back, which is 16:2. And if you switch in line level, these front panels become active. Now, what happens is the signal path is thus you can choose if it's going to be clean, which is a chip-based, very, very low noise, very low distortion input. You can switch to transformer, which on the input circuit is a 70s sounding, quite vibey American sound. It's a custom American transformer by Ultran. The valve section is totally switchable in or out. It's pre and post, which is great. So whether you choose clean or transformer input, you can dial in how much valve saturation you want, if you want it at all, and then actually turn it down and post, so that you can match the levels through to the next section. Now with valves, if you're hitting something very, very hard, it's a lot of fizz on the top end. So we've added a high pass and low pass filter, which is dual purpose, because this box can be used for mix downs as well as tracking. So there's some really good actual filter points on there to facilitate the whole range of what you want to do with it. So say for example you're hitting the snare drum really, really hard, you want to roll off at 5 kilohertz to stop all the fizz coming in. So that's the valve section in a nutshell. You then carry on through, and the output transform is a Carnhill, which they use in the big Neve mixing consoles and things like that. You can also switch it clean as well. So the transform in the output section is a Neve Carnhill. You can choose how much saturation you want on the output as well, which is on this knob here. So effectively going through the signal path again, clean or a transformer on the input, through to a valve section, switchable in or out. You have a pre and post gain section on the valve section, high pass, low pass filtering, and then a choice again of transformer or clean. The mix and blend knob is literally like a wet and dry. You can choose to have, if you're running a signal through, so for example, again, a snare drum, or you want to smash a vocal, you can dial in whatever percentage you want underneath the original signal. So totally wet and dry, through to your final output trim, which is a fader on a console, effectively.
Sure.
So it's completely gain matchable the whole way around. Now, so effectively our idea is if you're using it on a Pro Tools, Cubase or Logic, you set it out like a mixing console. You set sort of, your mixing channels, your tracking channels, have 8 subgroups, stereo subgroups, which is your drums, your guitars, your synths, vocals, whatever, and that's what the summing's for. So you effectively do your panning on the groups and decide how much saturation you want. The bypass is true bypass anti-bang relay, so you can effectively do a DAW mix, say I like that mix, and just bounce between the two once you've level matched, to see if you like the coloration you've got. Or you can go absolutely crazy and do parallel mix downs and make something very, very, very distorted, dial in with the wet and dry 5% of it underneath the original signal.
Got it.
And that's it. So
cool. So when's this going to be shipping then, and how much is it going to cost?
Costing is around £2,000 in the UK, Inc. VAT. Shipping probably 2 to 3 months. This is the very first prototype. It's been unveiled here at Musikmesse 2015. Yeah, I mean, 2 to 3 months.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Richard.
Thank you.
Cheers.